Am I the asshole? For not giving my husband food if it was made with a blender that he was mad about me buying. I bought myself a nice blender. I work part-time at home and also watch the young kids that are too young for preschool. Due to me staying home I cook a lot, which I enjoy, so it's not a big. Now the issue is that he was pissed how much the blender was $125. This annoyed me greatly since I used my fun money for it and it is a household tool even if he won't use it. I thought we were over it, but I pulled it out again to make a smoothie and he made more comments about a waste of money and stupid buy. I had the conversation with him about the whole situation again. He made more comments next time I took it out and I had enough. Now every time I make something using a blender I don't give him any. It came to a head today. I made a soup and I used the blender. I told him I used the stupid blender to make it so he can't have any and make his own food. This caused a huge argument and he thinks I am a petty jerk, but I have told him so many times to not call my purchases a waste. Am I the asshole? For taking it so far. This post made me start really thinking about my marriage. I am asking for couples counseling and if things don't change I will be done. Not the asshole. $125 is not a lot for a blender. Especially if you're actually using it and bought it with your fun money. I'm not well off and I bought my blender on sale for $300. Not the asshole. Op has kindly and respectfully communicated that husband's comments are hurtful and should not be made anymore. Op has done this multiple times. Further, OP was very clear that this item was purchased from Op's fun money. As a couple they have clearly already established that what one of them purchases with their allotted discretionary fund is up to them. How many times does OP have to explain to this man that he's being hurtful? Why should he benefit from a tool he continues to use, a means to belittle his partner? Info: is he still making comments about the blender every time you use it, or did he stop that when you started saying he couldn't have anything you'd made with it? Because I can't tell if he's literally still moaning about the blender every time you get it out, or if he's stopped moaning but you're still carrying on the issue. Not the asshole. This isn't about the blender. It's about the fact that you bought something for yourself, without his consent or even taking his opinion about it. Whatever you do for yourself is a waste, but whatever he does, it's an investment. His mind, your money is the house's money and his money are his alone. Not the asshole. If he is going to be in a hole about the blender, then he doesn't have to reap any of the rewards of said blender. You have saved him from that blasted, stupid blender. He should be thanking you, lol. Not the asshole. If he can't stop making petty jabs every time he even looks at it, he doesn't deserve to reap the benefits it provides. I can't stand when ASO harps on and on about little things like this. You used your own money to buy it and he still won't shut up about it. Good luck, Op, you're gonna need it. Not the asshole. Since when are your fun money purchases up for criticism? Being petty isn't the way, I think, but he does need to stop. You can make soups and smoothies in a cheap blender that would be exactly the same to him, so you aren't proving anything. This is why you have your own money. Keep reminding him it didn't come out of the joint fund. Ignore his comments about the blender. It was expensive but you love it, so who cares if he calls it a waste. If the subject dies, don't bring it up again, because I can understand the ESH judgments here but still think you had the right to be petty for a short time. Not the asshole. The nicest response I'd give to his comments would be, that's whining. He can work towards a promotion with higher pay if $125 out of his wife's fun budget spent on a useful kitchen appliance is so offensive. Not the asshole. As someone who likes cooking, $125 is not too bad for a blender, and dealing with a cheap blender makes something as simple as a smoothie take 2x longer sometimes. Not the asshole. He says it was a waste of money so he shouldn't eat food prepared with it, simple as that. Not the asshole. People often don't see value in items they don't use themselves. He clearly doesn't cook, it wasn't household money, he doesn't get to overshare his negative opinion. Not the asshole. Maybe I'm showing privilege here, but 125 seems on the cheaper end for a blender. I have this problem I continually talked about with my husband, and my husband did behave like a jerk and still very much behaves like a jerk continuously. Now I stopped doing something for him that wasn't entirely mature to begin with and hope he stops. Reddit. What? You dare to react? You need to let it go. You need to do more for him, so he sees how great you are. You are petty for not letting him be in a hole to you until he decides to stop. Lol. Are you alright? Seems petty, but not to the level of arseholery, since he's being so annoying over something you spent your fun money on. If anything, he should be grateful you spent only your own money on something that is actually for all of you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Didn't know my ex had remarried. Nata. Do you actually used fun money for something functional instead of wasting it? Good for you. You can make a sound stuff going forward and permanently if he's gonna be a jerk. Not the asshole. He does not respect your interests or wants. Not the asshole. If he thinks 125.00 is expensive for a blender, then he should probably not look at Vitamix or Blendtech's prices. He doesn't get the rewards of the stupid blender. I believe that when it comes to this point in a marriage over a $125 expense, that this is a symptom instead of a cause. Have a sit down and demand to get to the bottom of this until you get this resolved. He's bitching over $125. That's a fairly inexpensive blender. Probably a nice Ninja. If you were gonna get yelled at anyways, you should have gone all in for a Vitamix. Not the asshole, but your hubby is. Not the asshole. He makes comments every time he sees the blender. Dude can make his own soup. Not the asshole. Petty? Maybe, but who doesn't love being petty when people are just being a downright lol. Not the asshole. Don't ever let him eat or drink a damn thing made in that blender. Not the asshole. If it's such a useless purchase, then he doesn't need to benefit from you using it. He can make his own soup. Not the asshole. The price is irrelevant here. You bought it with your fun money and it benefits the entire household. I would ask him what he is hoping to accomplish by continuing to bring this up. Do you ever make comments about things he has purchased with his fun money? If not, I would remind him of that and ask that he grant you the same grace to enjoy some things in life that fun money can buy. Not the asshole. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Not the asshole. You're using it, so what's the problem? If you'd bought it and it was just sitting gathering dust, then he could moan. I'm so sorry, your husband is the You are not the asshole. Not the asshole. His money wasn't used for it. What did he want you to do? Ask permission? Beg him to use your own money so he could crush your smoothie dreams and say no? Or be a benevolent husband and allow you to grant your own wish with your own money? He's on some sort of weird power trip over an appliance. Next time he buys a power tool for himself, give him the same shit back. Your marriage sounds mean and sad. Not the asshole. If you bought it with your fun money, then he has no business complaining about it that much. Not letting him eat out of it may be a little bit petty, but it's not unreasonable considering how much of a child he's being about the situation. Not the asshole. But this strikes me as not about the Iranian yogurt. Sit down with him and have a proper conversation. Not the asshole. That's the natural consequence to his actions. He should self-reflect. Let him starve. Not the asshole. 125 for a good blender isn't much. 2. It is your money. 3. What stupid expensive stuff is he buying from his fun money? 4. It is your money. 5. This behavior is a red flag for me. Seriously. Why do women marry? Every single post on Reddit is about women having to navigate and deal with husbands that have the maturity of a 6-year-old. Pathetic.